Gatot Kacha 2 games in a row on the hands of BBB. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game number 2 in the land of Don we go. TLID still opting to go for a full double down on the team fight composition on AOE.
All right. Now, same thing for the side of Geek though, 2 revitalizes. And technically, you know, there's great synergy here with the revitalize being able to be used by Beloyski or Veldora. And you can use it interchangeably because it kind of affects everyone at the same way. It increases the healing from all sources as well. So the Glorious Pathway with anyone's revitalized kind of benefits the whole team too, which is why they were kind of clumping together, I guess. But again, at the same time, lack of reliable card control will definitely be a problem here, especially if you're looking for some moments. Looking at the emblems by IndyHome, weapon mastery for Aaron Shiki, wanting to make sure that he does get all the damage he can to really burst through the front line. And everyone else, Wilderness Blessings and no tenacity. So they're really thinking that they're going to be having the damage, and Geek are the ones who have to be on the back foot. That's a bold prediction, if I do say so myself.
And Masako, right, just taking a full defense route. If you cover the quad, you might think this was the high-lows. Yes, you
Law and Order combined with the taunt from Beloyski will find Geek Fam claiming first blood.
Geek has killed him.
It has killed him, for sure, man. It's just way too much crowd control. You're just stuck for so long. It allows Vincent to just use, again, whichever spell he wants. And on the sprint, by the way, I guess the real answer is against Fabian, right? Whoa! It's a lot of burst damage, but it is a very mobile Nolan. So a single flicker won't be able to save Masako if Fabian is on the hunt. But with a sprint, he can just outrun Fabian. That's a route I like to go to when I use a mage. But now with the turtle up, Geek Fam, they definitely want to pull the trigger first here. The Netherrealm can be significant, but very early on, Team Liquid might be able to survive, but they won't be able to match the damage coming in, the base damage from the Gatot and the Hylos.
Boy, not at level 4 just yet. He might not have the Eternal Guard, honestly, in the skirmish, so Geek Fam are actually taking it as slow as they can. There you go. The little stop, that slower pace for a boy to get level 4 and clear out the mid lane. Now, advantage might be on Geek.
See here, Ron still holding on to Flicker. Penalty zone, it finds it. But now revitalized, zoning out Fabian. Vincent clutch with the retribution now. In the backside, it's going to be Beloyski jumping in. Another rail pops as well. Weedy, Ron, quite isolated. Fabian looking for a damage output, but no. Vincent finds it. It's going to be Beloy claiming Weedy. Heskil now will not be able to get out. Veldora secures it. 4 members taken out from TLID.
The double revitalize. Oh, he's doing it again. He's committing war crimes on Ashi.
I mean, you saw the numbers coming through from the Glorious Pathway, man. Just about 180 HP per second outputted by both the revitalizers, man. That is an insane amount for the whole team. And you have to remember, oh, now 71% here. Audience prediction for the side of Geek Fam. I mean, the people see what's happening. They see the composition happening again, man.
I think if they saw the draft before they voted, this would be 99.9%, right? Because, man, I really struggled to see the win condition for TLID. It's literally just doubling down on a Geek Fam mistake. Geek Fam needs to be the ones grouping up all together. They need to be very together for TLID's composition to work.
Just giving Team Liquid all the win conditions is the only way to win. And honestly, it's a bit of a multifaceted strategy here for Geek Fam because they're outlasting the members of Team Liquid and they're also outmaneuvering, right? With the Glorious Pathway, everyone, you saw that even earlier, Heskil was the last survivor in the team fight and he was unable to get out. Slowly but surely, the chase coming through, the slow is coming from Veldora with the Ring of Punishment as well. It just makes sure that Team Liquid are forced to commit and forced to play Geek Fam's game.
Just slow right now. Geek Fam know that they can take it slow. They don't really need to be rushing anywhere. Yeah, Heskil just in that bush. Geek Fam can just wait out for the next neutral objective because at this point it's all Veldora.
Yep, Law and Order will force to purify from Heskil before the turtle fight.
The spammable crowd control tools for Geek Fam. The taunt and the Law and Order from Veldora. Very spammable. Now, they go for it again.
That's a taunt, that's an immune, and Eternal Scar popped as well. Either, oh my goodness, after all the Guardian will find 3. Oh, Turtle though will be reset. Now it's going to be Veloyski holding on, Weedy taunted as well. He falls. Now Fabian will find the trade. It's roam for roam. Veldora quite low. That's actually TLID. Not bad in finding the fight. Veldora though just disrespecting the damage from Aaron Shiki.
I'd still say it's bad unless Fabian gets this turtle.
Oh! Caster Curse strikes again. But on the top side, that's going to be Masako pushing and pushing. It was a 5v4, by the way. The
Exactly.
wasn't in the picture at all. All things considered, Team Liquid, they were able to succeed there because they were able to push Geek Fam backwards, away. Veldora was the only one moving forward with the Glorious Pathway, and that's why he was able to actually sustain. Everyone else did not benefit from the Glorious Pathway that time around.
That's why it was still bad for TLID unless they got that turtle. They did. So it makes it more even. Because again, that was a 4v5. TLID should have been able to actually get the fight under their wing. The fact that the 4v5 ended with 1-to-1 trade, only the roamers taken out, and it looked like Geek Fam were going to get the turtle and the turret. Could have been a massive win, but Fabian, again, Flavor Fave, as usual.
So here, Beloyski opening vision. Spots Iran and Weedy, but they will take it slow. They will still be able to clear. Item-wise.
Item-wise, Starlium for Aaron Shiki, that's definitely a big power spike, but the Thunderbelts have been completed for Veldora and Beloyski since very, very early on, and with the way they're playing this, with how aggressive they're being, they're stacking it up a lot, man. And Masako, not really losing out when it comes to gold, so even though Aaron Shiki was really winning out in the lane earlier, because of the trade, because they allowed Masako to just clear the lanes and push for the turret, now they're winning, but look at this Avatar.
That's already a big ult, but Iran now isolated, actually. Weedy will not be able to hold good flicker. Another round popped as well, but that is going to be green light for Geek Fam to move onwards.
Wow.
They will force that flicker from Aaron Shiki. Purple buff contest. TLID will lose 2 members as they will recall here, and purple buff will fall to the hands of Geek Fam.
Again, you can see the way that Geek Fam can actually maneuver in the fights, right? They don't need to be clumped up. That's why the Curse of Blood, when it was used up, it only ended up hitting Beloy and the Eternal Guard. It was bouncing amongst the Eternal Guard and Beloy just back and forth there.
And Beloy solo was able to do enough damage. Aaron Shiki was forced to flicker out. And look at his turtle getting bursted down really, really fast. Veldora tries to do something here.
On the tank trying to provide vision and information. Fabian will secure the turtle in time before Vincent jumps in.
This is actually great for TLID though, despite the fact that Geek Fam have gotten the wins in the team fights. They haven't been able to actually time their resources properly to be up during the turtle. Vincent only got the first one. The second one was an outright retreat. Third one, they weren't able to contest, but Masako has been free farming like an absolute beast. Beloy, bye-bye.
Jumps out. Talking about macro play, no Moskov, no problem. Beloyski can use it defensively and aggressively, which is why this Gata becomes so annoying to deal with. And while the chaos is happening, when both teams are trying to stabilize, Veldora just walks up, procs the Thunderbelt, rinse and repeat, man. Geek Fam, they have no issue scaling up to the late game with Claude, with the Thunderbelt scaling up, with the Vexana. Team Liquid are the ones that are kind of urgently trying to find something, trying to force Geek Fam into engagements that are not beneficial for them.
Exactly. Their damage is going to fall off because of how tanky Geek Fam can be. Beloy.
Find the engage, find the taunt as well. Glorious Pathway popped. TLID disengage. Oh, no, that's a big Eternal's gone and the roll pop. Beloyski will not be able to sustain the damage. Veldora will fall next. And Aaron Shiki went to good synchro vision. Now TLID charge. The battlefield of Masako almost taken down. Very low, and TLID, great response in the mid game.
They responded to Veldora and Beloyski initiating, and another realm saved them. In the skirmish, TLID, this mid-game power spike is a window that they are using.
Before this whole Geek Fam, man, the frontliners really aren't as tanky due to the Curse of Blood, due to the environments. But if you look at the inventory slots for Veldora, he actually has a very minimal amount of magical defense. He was itemizing more for physical defense over here, probably fearing the pressure of Flavor coming in with the Nolan. So when it comes down to a big team fight like that, where Aaron Shiki and Headskill can just move forward aggressively, I think Veldora might have to try and take the back seat here, and allow Beloyski to stay in the front with the more reliable damage reduction as he comes in. It's going to be a long play, but already a single, actually 2 of them was used up for the side of defense.
Big ultimates. Ready. Well, to be fair for Vincent, it is going to be up very soon. Beloy doesn't usually use the ultimate in skirmishes, but again, I feel like it happens. Game back to even and then gold. This is actually the power spike still for TLID with the Harry and the Nolan. This is where they leave their sneak. Masako 10 minutes for that gold after Veldora.
It's worth later on.
They lost two members, but it was only just the frontliners. So getting the board for prologue came to a point where again, remember, they hit a ceiling when it comes to getting that power spike. Now it's upward. Geek Fam as their frontliners continue to build up that tanky items. As Masako continues to build up his items as well. Their damage up will be rising. How much they can tank up kill IDs full die.
Exactly, man. Because with Team Liquid, all the damage, either physical and magical, are reaching their power spikes, which is why the frontline from Geek Fam is suffering a little bit. The longer this game goes, the more items can be built up. Voloisky already with the Oracle now, with more balance for defense and for physical and magical. So the longer this game goes, the more Team Liquid lose the momentum, right? They can still win a fight in a 4-on-5v5 if they play properly, but when it comes to the momentum, the control around the map that they're able to use with the danger they have right now, that's gonna go away the longer this game goes, up to like, I would say the 17th minute mark. At that point, I think it's back to Geek Fam's court, where they want to move on to, where they want to try and engage those fights. Once again, it'll be Geek Fam's call.
The macro advantage, man. You can see, despite the fact that the goal was basically even earlier, Geek Fam have the objective advantage. They've taken structures across the board, the tier 1s, mid, bot, and top. They just got it earlier. That was good use of the glorious pathway, actually, by Mr. Veldora, utilizing it backwards so that Masako will have a safe way to escape. But so far, Masako has really just been farming. He's playing Farmville right now, right? I mean, on the Claude. When do we expect the Claude to start participating in fights and to start really threatening TLID?
He came in earlier and was doing a lot of damage, by the way. I was about to say, he reached the 3-item power spike, and now with the Rose Gold, he's gonna have even more security to just jump in. It's only about whether they can communicate enough to Masako, what kind of crowd control tools are available for Team Liquid. If he knows that a lot of the threats to him are down already, then he's gonna go in straight with the Blazing Duet. And like you said, Mirko, with the sprint, there's a lot of ways for him to kind of maneuver around and chase down the priority targets in the fights. That's only if it doesn't get caught by some kind of pull, some kind of crowd control.
Up to this point, it's still actually Aaron Shiki, though. We gotta give props, right? Hats off to Aaron Shiki, performing very well on this Harith, despite his performance on game 1. So it's very interesting to see the contrast of this battle of the rookie gold laner still.
Yeah, definitely great adjustment, you know, for Aaron Shiki. The fact that also it's really intelligent by him to go for the Flicker this game instead of the Purify, knowing that for the most part, Geek Fam have been able to overwhelm him with the Purify. So the way they actually responded over with it was to get a fair miss and then to get the Harith on Flicker so that he can re-engage later on. Glorious Pathway!
Oh, good Purify, perfectly timed, but that means they're able to close the gap. Now it's gonna be Iran, and as well as waiting, trying to tank on damage, but Voloisky will fall. Blazing Duet by Masako does not deal enough damage. Netherrealm finally popped. It's a 1-for-0. TLID wins the fight.
But look at the ultimates. 5 ultimates used up for both Geek Fam and TLID. Who has the advantage when all ults are down?
Geek Fam definitely, with the playmaking tools that are not really as ultimate reliant, Geek Fam has a lot more ways to kind of be threatening in a fight. For Team Liquid, no Zaman Force, no Netherrealm. Those alone are enough to kind of discourage them, but they have a man advantage because of a Hezkill. It's actually a 1-for-1 earlier, but with the passive, he comes in back so much earlier. That is something that Geek Fam are the ones who usually abuse in the late game situation. Team Liquid can do the same right there. Now it's back to the waiting game again. If you look at the waves, Geek Fam's waves on the top side, it's gonna slow push the longer they leave it alone.
They didn't account for that, yeah? The fact that the Feramis can respawn back. He was at full stacks, technically, almost, just getting back instantly. Win a crown for Vincent, just to prolong the fight even more. I wonder if Aloy and Hylos will actually go for the winner crown next too. It doesn't seem like Beloy's interested. He's actually going to go for the Athena shield, it seems. Yeah, oh, Beloy. Oh, that's a lot of damage by Aaron Shiki. Divine Glaive already. Yo, Aaron Shiki's a threat. Beloy, ooh.
That's burst, man. Fabian, Flava Fav find the opening kill. 5v4 again, Beloy taken down again. Will they be able to capitalize this time with a man up?
That's the true damage. That's the magical damage that Gatot Kacha doesn't really get from the passive. Now they can still fight for this, but Team Liquid definitely have the advantage to go for it too.
Flicker, penalty zone, but the damage will not be enough. Iran forced to use another realm to the backside. Fabian though will find the shutdown on towards the jungler of Geek Fam. Now let's see. It's gonna be Roar, take Massacre, finds the blazing new X, finds one, but that will be, oh my goodness. The damage from the skill of Terizla will find the kill as well. The Lord goes to the Cavalries.
The revenge strike gets him at the last second there. Masako failed to account for it. He took one down, two were so low, but Team Liquid now with the Lord, now with the winning solution in their eyes, right? The Curse of Blood reaching multiple members of Geek Fam. That is the win condition they've been looking for. Now with this Lord, they have to try and find the exact same fight, but now Geek Fam will be the wiser to it. With the Dreadnought armor picked up by Beloyski, realizing that that physical damage is just a bit too much for him to actually deal with right now. Now it's the waiting game. Can Team Liquid use the momentum to try and get enough?
Beloy's got to be careful.
For game 3, Beloyski now will use the ult! TLID denies it, it's 5v4 again. Now Eternal Guard popped as well, just for that defense. Aaron Shiki, very aggressive with that Shaman Force. Now Lord will charge in towards the main base turret. Masako trying to clear some minions, but they will penetrate the base. And Geek Fam, they will have a cracked base. TLID looking for the bottom side of the map here. Veldora pops the Revitalize as well. Shaman Force pops already. The damage is enough to make the formation of Geek Fam quite scattered. Top lane, very vulnerable. TLID will try to claim it. Now, it's gonna be the minions trying to be cleared. A glorious battle lane pops. The minion cleared. The crowd control Kane will make Geek Fam fight the onwards. Aaron Shiki, terrified, gets taken down by Masako.
It always seems to happen. The miracle for Geek Fam. The miracle workers. Every time you think it's over, against Bigatron you thought it was over. Against Fnatic Onyx you thought it was over. But Geek Fam always strikes back.
Just take a look at the replay on how that moment was created. The minion waves were down. The Netherrealm was used preemptively to try and end the game. But with the minions down, it just wasn't possible. They tried to run, but the horse is way too fast. Everybody falls with a man disadvantage with the death timer scattered. Geek Fam!
Oh my goodness, yes, girls, for this spells disaster. Iran now trying to soak in damage as well as clearing the waves. They will get the mid wave though. It's gonna be Fabian. Solo kill by Leonardo da Vincent.
What the heck? It was a battle winner, crown immortality. Fabian buys immortality and Vincent wins down in that slugfest down below. What a game we have here. Oh boy, what a play to actually defend. And it's always this man, Arashi. It's always this guy.
He's just him, man. But Geek Fam, they have lost 2 base turrets. 13 seconds, 10 seconds actually, till the Lord spawns. 2 members still down. Geek Fam should look for something right here. Either rush the Lord or go for a pick-off, man. They need to take advantage of the situation before Team Liquid can stabilize.
You gotta blitz it. You gotta blitz it.
See, without their jungler, will they be able to find their turtle? Let's see. TLID. No angles. Beloyski is gatekeeping the entrance of the Lord.
All right, now we talk about what Geek Fam will do with this Lord. Firstly, they're actually pushing the pace. Despite not having the Lord, Masako.
Isolated, another round popped as well. And that flicker wasted. That's info for Geek Fam.
Big info. No flicker for Aran means that, you know, the engage tool that they've been relying on won't be there in this defense against Geek Fam with, get this, an evolved Lord in the 19th minute of the game where already Geek Fam have an advantage. This is their power spike.
And even now, the slightest bit of stun, the slightest bit of a taunt coming in from Beloy or Veldora means that Masako is going to shred whoever stays in the front line. Aran has been able to dodge from the responsibility of being the main front line, but now with the blade armor only, he has to contend to deal with all that damage solo, right? The Carmilla isn't supposed to actually be one of the main frontliners, even though he is building full tank. Geek Fam now making their move at the base of Team Liquid.
Look at the slow burn for Geek Fabian.
Blazing Duets forced already.
Oh!
Oh, the ult will not be able to find Fabian just yet, though. Geek Fam for the win. Will they be able to find Reedy? Another round popped as well. Penalty zone used by Iran. Poloisky moving backwards. Geek Fam playing it soft. They know that TLID has a very good clear wave with the members still up. Masako still waiting on, still looking for that HP. Base for top lane, untouched still. Good defense by TLID. Veldora taking more damage. Pull back as well. Aaron Shiki denies the glorious pathway.
Stampede of the cavalry. It was not a shadow stampede, it was the cavalry stampede. Yazkiel pulled him back. Veldora down, but at this point it is actually okay to, lose some of these members. There are no big objectives to take. It is the right risk to be making for Geek Fam. Still 3,476 gold benefit. That will probably mean nothing at this point of the game with everyone reaching full items. Aaron Shiki selling the boots for the Wishing Lantern. Actually, and Masako will actually buy the Rose Gold Meteor again. I don't know if you guys have been realizing this, but Boy has not been hit by a single penalty zone this game, I think. He's always been able to flicker out or Winter Crown it.
Exactly. He proc the Winter Crown right before it landed in the previous fight. That is what allowed Geek Fam to strike back almost immediately. Now with the Winter Crowns expended, you can see that Boy is going for something a bit more defensive there with the Giant Spell already.
Baloy?
Oh, might be a mistake. Ult cancelled. Fabian to clutch. Poloisky. Was that mistake proven costly before the Lord? Down for 50.
It was very costly. He thought he could get out with the ultimate, but it's a bit too idealistic. It has a wind-up time. Now for Team Liquid, they can go straight for the Lord. There's some movement on the bottom side of the map. They're gonna go straight for it, though. Geek Fam without Poloisky, without the General, the Commander. Can they do something here? Damage is available. But look at Vincent trying to push. Aran sees him, wants to try and go for him.
Aran trying to zone the jungler. Veldora, though, providing information. Where's halfway? Used up. That's Reedy. Forced to use also that Nether Realm. Now the Lord's going to be the main focus here. TLID, what will they do? Geek Fam responding with a blazing duet of himself. Wow! With the clutch retribution. Yeheskiel, Reedy goes down. It's going to be Aran now isolated. Iron Chiki cancels his recall to kill Vincent. It was that wise, though, because the boy is in the area. Winter Crown Masako jumps in, finds the DPS. No. Aaron Shiki finds a double. It's going to be Aran now, trying to sustain as well as Aloyski jumps in with the ult as well. 3v1 with the revitalize, but Fabian will be there to find the burst as well. 4 members of Geek Fam, they got the Lord, but they overcommitted. Wait, no respect. Yeah, no immortality. Now let's see if Fabian will deal enough damage to take Veldora down, surely, with the help of Yeheskiel as well. It's a wiped out TLID. Welcome to Game 3.
Oh, Geek Fam! Miracle workers, but it seems they worked their miracles too much. It was Liquid that stayed true to the Cavalry's name, just charged as Geek tried to deal with them.
It's over.
It is all over. Ladies and gentlemen, in this opening match of Day 2, we will get to Game 3.
I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. Baloy with the Avatar disappearing when they needed him the most. Unfortunate stuff. BBB still 50-50.